What is up, guys? It has been quite some time since we've played a proper game of Shandalar, the old school Magic the Gathering game from 1997. We are starting a new quest. I've had the urge to play, and we are going to play a black and white deck. At least that's the plan. We'll see what cards we end up with. But my intention is to go black and white on this one. This is a highly customized version of Shandalar. I haven't honestly looked at this in like a year. I know I did some extensive customization of stuff before I put the game on the shelf. And I don't remember what I did, so this should be interesting. Let's see what cards we're starting out with here. Okay, so we got some black and blue. Not bad. That crazy music you're hearing in the background, if you haven't watched the music customization video, I recorded some sitar playing, and that apparently is still in the game. Okay, 4/3 first strike. We got Ramirez Di Pietro. Legendary 4/3 first strike. Very high casting cost, but first strike is first strike. Not going green. I'm gonna take that card out. And are we in a city? No, this is a village. I'm gonna sell those in the village or the city to get more money. Buy in the village, sell in the city. It's called arbitrage. I do want to hang on to the plains, but we don't have any white cards yet, so I'm gonna take those out. Okay, this is pretty much useless. That is also useless, like wildly useless. Okay. Nile Spellbomb. Exile cards from a graveyard. Yeah, I don't really need that either. I don't need to untap artifacts. Oh boy, okay. Well, this might be useful. Looks like we're gonna kind of go black and blue for the time being. Until I can get some white cards, because I do want to make this a white and black deck. Maybe we'll splash blue. Okay, we got Scion of Darkness. That's interesting. Okay, that could be useful. Okay, I got some fairly mediocre creatures. We have some extremely mediocre creatures. We're not running reds. That's going to be a vanilla 2/3 for 4 mana. I don't think so. Dripping Dead can't block. Well, this could be useful. Curse of Wizardry. Okay. Yeah. Well, this is enough to start with. Let's see, so we've got 27 lands, 45 cards. Yeah, that's a tad bit unbalanced. We have 36 cards in the deck, still 53% land. Get that down to 40. I don't want to go too low. That'll do for now. Or maybe we can buy... I don't have ally cards. That's not really going to be useful. The swamp. Seacoast Drake. Yeah, definitely. Get that in there. Food. Alright, here we go. Like I said, I do not remember. I changed all the dungeon conditions. I put all sorts of custom stuff in there. I updated all the enemy decks. I think I did all of them. I went on a spree and updated like every enemy deck. So there should be a lot of fun surprises here. Okay, this I don't know how useful that's going to be, but And we have a swarm of rats. It's a swarm of one rat. But he believes in himself, and that's what matters. Turn creature card from graveyard to your hand. Okay, okay, not bad. 1/1 flyer. Now, this is a mirror match. Because she had mind control. So she's using the same deck as me. Discard a card, each player loses 2 life. That's not great. But it is a 2/3. 2/3, 1/1. I could use this next turn to... That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to destroy that Drake. Because with flying, that means I only have 11 turns left. And I don't have any flyers that are going to be big enough to stop that. Alright, so that takes care of the flyer. Basically, we just need to stay alive long enough to get the Scion of Darkness into play. 1/1 haste. I'm going to get this out so I can block. And then we've got Thought Picker Witch. Sacrifice a creature, look at the top 2 cards of opponent's library, exile one of them. Okay, we won't be doing that. Killer Whale, 3/5. E. Alright, I need 8 mana for this dude. Creature card from graveyard to your hand. Well, we can cycle this out. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yes. Great. So we have this dude again. And I'll sacrifice him again to kill this killer whale. Oh, it gains flying? Yeah, we're gonna block that. Need 2 more for our Scion. But we're going to use this, sacrifice it to rid ourselves of this whale. So now he's got a 2/3. That's kind of a stalemate. If we get his life low enough, I can start doing that. Using this to reduce each of our life totals by 2. Well, this isn't great. Let's get this out so we have it as a regenerator. And this is kind of just a stalemate for the time being. Okay, that's another temporary flyer. What if he also has a Scion of Darkness in his hand? This is going to be a problem too, because it only has 6 toughness. So it could theoretically just get killed. I mean, this is a 4/1. I don't know, man. These mirror matches are hard. You know, I wonder if I could deck him. I could... I could, like, start sacrificing creatures with this. And it only costs 1 mana. If we stalemate down to the very end, I could totally deck him doing that. He's gonna hit me for 1. Well, no, he didn't. He tapped out to play Dripping Dead. Okay, now we have the Scion. It does have trample, so there's a good chance we could get a damage through. It depends how many blockers he uses, and if we do, then we can get his killer whale. He would probably block with one of these 4/1s, Well, not this one. This can't block. He could block with this, the 4/1, deal 4 damage. Then he'd have 5 trample coming through, unless he also blocked with these two. And that's a fairly good creature trade. I think I am actually going to attack with that next turn. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Fool's Demise, so we're attacking with this. He's not blocking, so he's down to 6. And we're going to steal his Killer Whale. That was awesome. You know what? Maybe I do want to use this. Let's try it. I'll sacrifice a swarm of rats. Look at this. Yeah, I don't want him having that flyer. So that actually kind of worked. Okay. I don't think he has any board wipes. I'm going to hold on to that card for right now and just attack with Scion of Darkness again. Here we go. So he has to block. And fast effects, I don't know if there's anything I can really do here. Yeah, okay, no fast effects. And we want to get rid of this one for 1. That's 6, 2, 3, and we'll get rid of this too. Okay, Fool's Demise. What? When enchanted creature dies, return that card to the battlefield under your control. So, why is he in my graveyard still? Right? Am I crazy? Maybe that's not coded right? A little confused on that. I don't know. I'm going to play it on his Dripping Dead and see if it works if that gets killed. Okay. So, if I get him down to 2, I can just end the game. Okay, so now he's got Fool's Demise on there. Okay. He's got no cards in his hand. Let's just get this out since this has flying. Then I can start hitting him for 2 each turn. And I'm going to Curse of Wizardry him. So if he plays a black card, then he's going to lose 1 life. And he has no blockers for flying. Other than this, if he puts blue mana in it. We'll see. Okay, he's attacking with it, so I'm going to let that through. And now I've got a Whip Tongue Frog. Take 1. Here we go. Nope, not that, not that. This guy. Oh, I don't have any cards to discard. Whoops. Oh, and I could have given this flying. Oh, yeah. Alright. I'm new to these cards. Not super familiar with all of these, so there we go. Alright, well, we won. And we got some white cards, too. So, maybe a good one here. Concerted effort at the beginning of your upkeep. Creatures you control again flying. Oh, that's awesome. It distributes those abilities. That I'm totally using. Each creature card from their graveyard to the battlefield with an additional 1/1 -1/1 counter on it. Affinity for planes. That's awesome. And Vigilance. These are great. Cool. Alright, let's load these planes back in, and we can start whiteifying our deck. So, Pyrrhic Revival. Each player returns each creature card from his 1/1 on it. Cool. I don't know how useful that is just yet. If we have creatures that have like triggered abilities when they enter the battlefield, that'd be really useful. Concerted effort, that's awesome. And I will put Razor Golem in play. Still a little early to really put those planes in the deck, but I'm gonna take a chance on that. Camel! I don't know if there's allies. I need something else in this deck, though. Are these allies? Rat. No, no allies. No allies, but we'll hang on to it. Maybe it'll come in handy. Okay, so we need to go to Ammonaxis Mill. We can pick up a Mana Link. Wait, don't attack. I'm weak. Okay. Catacomb Slug. Yeah. Beginning of your upkeep, you have 4 more creatures. That's cool. I need 150 for that. Okay. Let's put Catacomb Slug in. Still pretty high land percentage. Alright. We go up to the Ammonaxis Mill. We can sell some of these cards. And we're dueling a Cleric. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Our deck sucks. He's got a 1/1 Acacian Priest. That's a bad card. Oh, Fallen Empires. Okay. Gonna hold off on attacking because I want him as a regenerator. That's really useful. 1/1 protection from creatures. 2/2 with Shadow is going to be a problem because I cannot block that. I think I'm going to need to destroy that. Should have waited until his turn to do that, unless I think this has to be played as a sorcery. Maybe not. No, I don't think it does. Anywho. Alright. No white cards yet. But we can play out this 4/4 creature that's going to help tremendously. It does have protection from creatures, so I can't block that, which is going to be a problem. It means I only have 11 turns to live. And I'm going to play this out again. This is working great with this player creature. We can keep cycling that to use it to destroy creatures over and over. This would probably be a good trade. Yeah, actually, it would. So I don't have a black mana. I can't use that to regenerate next turn. Yeah, that's good. Solid trade. I'm gonna have to take the 3 here. Oh, took 4. Okay, so that's... Well, see, he can boost this creature each turn. I have to play this out. And I need to just... Well, it has protection from creatures. Which means I can't target it. So we are going to have to just steamroll over him here. Which we can do. He's... Okay. He's destroying the Razor Golem. That's bad. I do not want that to happen. That means we only have 3 turns left. And I can't block that. Ooh, this isn't looking good. Oh, that did us in. Yeah, there's no way now. I don't have any way to gain life. Alright, he got us. The Seacoast Drake! Infect, yeah. Give me that. Nope. Okay, let's get some gold going here. Infect is sweet. Sell, sell. That's actually useful. Sell mobilize. That, yeah, let's just sell that. Okay. Don't need these. We do need to hang on to a few cards of each color for, like, completing quests. Alright, Black Amulet for any enchantments. I only have 1, so I probably can't get anything rare. We'll probably hold on to that for the time being. Maybe come back and get one later. That's not a very good reward. 1 amulet is all I got. This is a good card. I want that. Two target swamps become tree folk. Oh, there's the Black Castle. I don't think we're going to survive in there. Warthog. Good, dependable Warthog. I'm going to buy these just to... Oh, I'm going to use this. That's going in. Well, maybe not. 5-4 for 5 black mana. Yeah, we'll sell it in the next town. For a green amulet, just for going to Shale Cliff Glade. I love Shale Cliff Glade. It's a nice... there's an HOA, but they're reasonable. Well-manicured lawns. Let's go to Shale Cliff Glade. Alright, loading up on white cards. Except not that one. I don't want that one. Shale Cliff is over here. I think we're gonna get hit by something. Maybe not. Yeah, that's no good. Don't want that. Don't want that. Any life gain is super powerful in this. Hornwall Steading for a red amulet. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna change that music back to the original Shandalar music before I messed with it. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to duel some of these sorcerers here. Our Thought Picker Witch has been scarred. Permanently. Even life totals here. He's got an Iron Mirror to be used as a mana source. Don't have a whole lot we can do here. Just attack with a 2/3. Well, I've got a mirror for white mana. The Serum Tank. What does this do? Oh, card draw engine. Okay. When another artifact enters the battlefield? When did an artifact enter the... Oh, maybe he draw a card. Okay. Alright, well, I'm not too worried here. He's getting some creatures out, but nothing intimidating. Yeah, this is a good card. This is useful. Be able to increase the power and toughness by pouring mana into it, and not blockable. I'm gonna go ahead and get that out. Now, that... Was that a draw? What is he doing with this? I hope that one's not glitched. Okay, well, let's attack with these. Alright, he's got a Megatog out. Sacrifice an artifact to get +3/+3 and trample until end of turn. That is an issue. Because he has got 4 artifacts. Are these lands artifacts or any of these? Yeah, actually, that and trample. That's a big problem. Well, no, even first strike, that's not going to help. We need to get this out, and then I can use those tree folk as blockers. And I can make that 2/2 not blockable. And I don't think I can do enough damage to him this turn. Okay, so that's 2 damage, potentially. There's... Alright, let's at least get this out. Why in the world did he do that? Alright, alright. Rational decisions. You know, I've got a 2/6 and a 3/5. I think we can weather that, even with it having trample, potentially. So, maybe he did that to intimidate so I don't attack. Now, here's the problem, is... he can pump that after I block, so I basically, like, have to block with these. Whoa, what? Any number of target attacking or blocking creatures without flying. How does he have 10 mana? Whoa. Jeez. Okay. That was crazy. I knew that a Tog was dangerous. I don't want red cards. Meh. Alright, to Hornwall setting. No. 4/3. That's a lot of mana for that. Even if it doesn't have Swamp Walk. Staff of Thunder? No. We need to go battle some white and black creatures. What are we doing here in the woods? Get out of the woods. Okay, first turn Soul Mender. We're going to start gaining some life and losing some life. It doesn't untap during your untap step. Oh, well, I'm not too worried about that then. I can't attack with it just yet. However, we can use this to gain life. And we'll attack with Ramirez. Now he's got an Essence Warden, so he's also going to be gaining life. Okay, 2/3 Elvish Warrior attacking. I think I'm just gonna take the 2 for now. Don't have quite enough mana for that one yet. Let's use this to destroy. That one? This one. Seems like kind of a waste, but that prevents him from being able to attack. Or he attacks anyway. And I will trade. Yep. Okay, now we have our 4/3 legend with first strike. He has a bit of an upper hand right now, although he has played out his entire hand, so let's get the Cadaver Imp out so I can get this creature back. We'll play that again, and next turn I can destroy another one of his creatures. And actually, with first strike, he could still kill that. So I'm going to hold back for the moment until we can get rid of more of his creatures. 2/1 reach, Death Touch. That's not a human, so I can't sacrifice it for that other card. But we can get rid of... I don't like this Death Touch creature. I want rid of that. And he does not have any flying blockers, so I'll start hitting him for 1 each turn. I'm going to do Curse of Wizardry. He's going to lose life when he plays green cards now. I should probably play this and start attacking with it. Chain creature has Intimidate. Can't be blocked except by artifact creatures and creatures that share color with it. Yes. That's outstanding. Alright. So now we can hit him with both of these each turn. Ooh, and he's got Null Mage Shepherd. Yeah, that's a really cool card. 3/5 Treefolk Warriors. You know, I got lots of land. Let's do it. Okay. That's a creature. That's a creature. And I'm attacking... Darn. Okay, that is a draw. He's going to take substantial damage here and lose a creature. He does destroy that enchantment. And I'm going to take 2. I think we're pretty much in the clear. Alright, he still has a lot of blockers. But I do not think he's going to be capable of holding this off. Oh, yeah, the one with flying, so. Okay, well, we are at Shalecliff Glade. We're off to a great start. Guys, thanks for joining us again, and please enjoy the series. I will post these regularly, and we will venture through the world of Shandalar and see what mystery awaits. See you next time.